Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the month of December 2020. This month, we are just going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you at this time. I do feel like you could be having a very strong focus or desire for just general security in your life. And this could be like resources, like your finances. It could be also other things as well, like you could be looking for security in relationships, things like that based off these cards. But definitely a very nice month for you. So let's dig into this. Your overall energy is the happy card. So I feel like you will be very happy this month, or there is a lot of happiness coming in for you here. And you also have the Six of Cups, which is also a card of happiness. So I do like to see that. This is like one of the first readings I've seen for you in a while, Pisces, where I feel like there is probably a pretty good opportunity that for love. You know, I feel like love is very difficult at this time, obviously, especially if you're dating with COVID and things like that. There could be a lot of challenges, but this could be like something online, and we'll talk about this in a minute. But with this diagonal right here, could definitely represent dealing with someone online or meeting someone online. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but a lot of happiness coming in for you. Next, you have the Moon card here, Pisces. I feel some sort of temporary situation here. Again, it makes a lot of sense. You know, Neptune will have started moving forward on the 28th. I'm not exactly sure what day I'm going to be uploading this video, Pisces. So it may be before the 28th, but if it's after the 28th, then, you know, Neptune will have been moving forward or started to move forward at this time. I feel like that this could affect you in a couple different areas. And especially in love as well, your love life could be becoming more clear, especially with Neptune going retrograde in your sign. It doesn't really have to do with love, but you know, you could have been idealizing love situations or not looking at things very clearly in love situations. And this could just be clarity coming in for you, you know, especially if you're dealing with like no contact situations, or if maybe you're just not sure what type of person you want, or maybe you're not even sure if you want love in your life. Maybe you want to be more independent with some of this energy, especially that Nine of Pentacles. But, you know, all those things could be coming to light at this time. You have the Devil, the King of Cups here, and the Five of Swords. For some of you, I do feel that this could obviously be you, that King of Cups, plus the Moon card there, Pisces. This is definitely your energy. And sorry, my camera's going out of focus there. But this could definitely be your energy, this King of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you're just cutting something toxic out of your life, obviously. This comes up for you quite a bit. Again, I feel with Mars having gone retrograde in Aries so close to you, Pisces, for most of you, that was probably in your second house, which has to do with your values as well. I think something people forget about the second house is that, you know, it's not just money. It's not just finances. It is the house of like material goods, but it can also be the house of your values, things that you value. There might be traditions that you value. There might be beliefs that you hold very close to your heart. And so, you know, having Mars retrograde there could have you doing a lot of clearing out over the past few months when, you know, Mars isn't retrograde anymore, but when it was, you know, it could have had you doing a lot of clearing out with that Devil energy or a lot of cleaning up. So definitely kind of coming in a very strong position here. I do feel for some of you, you feel like you can't win, or maybe this is a past feeling. To me, with that Devil energy there, it's more talking about Capricorn in your 11th house. The 11th house can have to do with like community, with people in our lives, things like that. But it's also the house of luck. And to me, it can represent getting lucky, like not in the dirty way, Pisces. I know all you dirty-minded little Pisces out there probably snickered when I said that. But what I would say is that it's like how you become lucky in life. So a lot of you, I feel probably for a long time at least, you know, probably at least 4 years, I would say much longer than that, have been having a lot of challenges in feeling like things are going your way. And that's what I mean by luck, like feeling like you can start something and then it becomes successful, whether it's a relationship or a business. I feel like there have been a lot of challenges there for you. And I feel like this is saying it's kind of like you're really wanting to win at all costs. I feel like that energy is kind of like making you think about ways that you can become more successful. But again, I do feel like you have been dealing with these challenges where it's like you try to start something and maybe things just don't go your way. The good news is that you have this Stingray card here. This is a card of developing a backbone and something becoming more solid in your life. So In the past, you've probably been dealing with situations that never get off the ground. These could be like false starts. It could be ideas that you have and just things kind of get distracted or just don't go your way. Maybe you have a bunch of ideas for projects or, to me, I'm a Pisces, right? I constantly have ideas for projects. I have a new channel that I haven't, I keep saying that I'm going to start and I haven't started it because my brain goes in like a million different directions. I feel like the good news is, again, with Neptune moving forward, this is you finally like being able to maybe ground things in reality or being able to make something more solid in your life. You have the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Six of Cups here. In a lot of ways, I feel like you're seeing that something is possible. Again, I've talked about this a million times before, Pisces. To me, Neptune and Pisces is manifestation on steroids, manifesting things in your life very quickly. But there is like a very strong need for you to be able to, kind of see that something is possible. You have the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. Amazing row. This is very good for love. So for some of you, maybe you're finally seeing that you can be with someone, or that you can have love, or that you can build something that is very long lasting with this energy. I do get like a very strong energy of kind of children here. So I feel like some of you, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would obviously be very careful. This is just a general reading. So again, if you can't get pregnant, or if you're not looking to get pregnant, that message is not for you. I feel like I shouldn't have to clarify that, but I do. So for those of you, for some of you, this could be pregnancy or trying to get pregnant. For others, I feel like you're seeing something as possible. The Hierophant is kind of like the last step, I feel, here. Because, the Hierophant has these 3 levels to his crown on his head. And those 3 levels kind of represent 3 rites of passage, or, 3 things, 3 levels that you are kind of learning. I feel like this Empress energy is almost like the graduation for you. Because the word that I'm getting on that card is reward. So I do feel like you could be receiving a reward here with that Empress energy. It's almost like you are receiving the graduation here. She has like this yellow, I don't know, it looks like a golden frill around her neck here. Might be hard to see on the camera, but I almost feel like it's like a reward that you are receiving, or it could be recognition as well. The Six of Cups, to me, would just say that this over here, what I was talking about in this first row, I feel like false starts are coming to an end. Six of Cups is like, can represent someone coming back from the past, although I don't really read it that way. But what I will say, Pisces, is you do have the Judgment card right next to it. To me, Judgment is the only card that really truly represents someone coming back from the past. It can also be the Wheel of Fortune, but my problem with the Wheel of Fortune is that it can represent something toxic. Because it's like a repeat cycle, but we'll talk about this in just a second. I feel that the Six of Cups, on top of all that, can represent obstacles being removed from your life. So it's like maybe you keep bumping up against obstacles as far as moving forward, or knowing like where you want to go in your life. Maybe you're not sure like what type of love you want in your life. Like I said, maybe you're not sure what type of business or job you want to have. And I feel like this is things finally moving forward, like obstacles being removed, or it's probably just a certainty in your brain. Like I said, to me, this whole row is just talking about seeing something as possible. Sometimes I think that's all that Pisces needs, is to kind of like see an example of success, and maybe you see someone in your life become successful, or you see someone do something, and it kind of gives you that idea, that inspiration of like what you need to do to become successful. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So again, a lot of financial success coming in for you, I feel here. I feel like financial independence as well. So if you're like working on your finances, I feel like there's a lot of financial success coming in for you there. Also, minor arcana version of the Empress. So like I said, very attractive at this time, as always, Pisces. You have the King of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Judgment card here. I get like an awakening here. So I feel for some of you, you're just like waking up to your true purpose with the King of Swords. I feel like I said this to you like last week. I feel like saying that you're going to become successful at something very, very quickly. I feel like this is true for those of you who are working on a project, Pisces. And, I feel like a lot of people around you, I feel like are going to be like saying, how did you become successful so quickly? But I don't think, I feel like what those people don't realize is like the past 8 years, where it's like you've been doing a lot of work. So this King of Swords is a card of wisdom. This is why I feel like, this is not just overnight success if you're becoming successful with that King of Swords, especially if you're working on a project. I feel like this is something that you've been working towards for a very long time with that energy. For others, I do feel like this could be like some sort of healing for some reason. King of Swords could be like a doctor, So if you're like going to a doctor or anything like that, there could be some sort of healing going on here. Again, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But if you are looking for health, I would definitely, seek out an expert with that King of Swords. For others, I just feel like this is you kind of seeing blessings. This person here, it's like they're meditating, they are dreaming of receiving blessings in this stained glass window. So I feel like you are kind of seeing things at this time before they happen. And it's kind of like more of that clue-like energy where it's like I said, I feel like you're seeing something as possible, and then it immediately becomes possible for you, Pisces. I feel like you know where your true happiness is, and it's like that's where you are moving with this reading. But let's clarify with the Baby Tarot. With the Devil and the Hierophant, you have the Four of Swords here. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you're trying to heal from toxic energy. So some of you, like I said, could just be going through a healing here. Between the King of Cups and the Empress, you have the Knight of Swords, quick communication coming in for you. This could be in love as well. It could be something where someone wants to move forward with you very quickly in love with that Knight of Swords. Normally, I would say don't rush, but for some of you, I actually feel like it's just a good relationship that will move forward very quickly. Between the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords here. I would say if you're dealing with someone from the past, again, I'm going to put this row together at the end in just a minute, Pisces, but I want to clarify through first. I would say if you're dealing with someone from the past, either you or them could be a little resistant with that Queen of Swords to communication, but I almost feel like someone is opening up here. Between the Hierophant and the King of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords here. I feel like this is a positive ending. A Ten of Swords is normally a challenging card, but I feel like this is an ending to those, to the lessons on the Hierophant. Hierophant is a card of education, but it's because you're like graduating through levels of whatever. So this to me is like a new beginning coming in. I feel like you're ending like devil toxic energy. Between the Empress and the Four of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups here. Definitely something about walking away from something toxic here. So I feel for some of you, I feel like you're just realizing that you don't have to have these like obligations with the Devil card. I feel like some of you feel obligated to something toxic, like a job. Like maybe you feel like your job, like you're obligated to have the job, but maybe it's toxic. So I feel like some of you are just walking away from a situation. It could be a relationship as well. Between the Six of Cups and the Judgment card, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like it's someone who wants to put the work in love. So I feel like for some of you in love, you could be attracting someone who really wants to like work on a relationship or put the work in. For others, I feel like this is quick success. Eight of Pentacles to me is material success on the horizon. And to me, it is a card of just like quick success coming in for you. But just like I said, that Eight of Pentacles is apprenticeship. Like I was saying, I feel like what people don't realize is all the work you've done over the past 8 years. So again, if you're finding like very quick success here, like I almost have like overnight success popping into my head, like that type of word is popping into my head. I feel like this is saying that it's like it wasn't overnight. This has been 8-10 years in the making. Here in the top row, you have the Three of Cups here. So definitely a celebration coming in for you, probably in walking away from a toxic situation. Middle row, you have the High Priestess. So I feel like you need to trust your intuition at this time. I really feel like you have a choice too. The High Priestess says keep it positive as well. And bottom row here, you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight in Shining Armor. I feel like you're moving towards the Knight in Shining Armor for some of you. For some of you, it could be someone from the past. I don't really do X-back readings, but what I would say here is, if someone comes back from the past, if they're saying that they're going to put the work in, and if they actually do put the work in, then I would say go for it. But for others, it could just be someone new coming in for you. This could also be you working on a dream here, Pisces, which you always get. And we've been talking about it in this whole reading. So I feel like for some of you, you could be working on like a dream project, dream business, something that will make you very successful. I'm going to pull an extra row just to see what that is. Judgment, again, so your true inner calling. I feel like you're discovering your true inner calling. You have the Three of Swords here and the Seven of Cups. I feel like, yeah, this is the lack of focus like I was talking about. For some of you, I feel like literally your inner calling could be using your voice with the Judgment card, anything involved in using your voice or talking or communicating. For others, this could be a healing with the Three of Swords, like I said. So I do feel for some of you this December, you could be going through some sort of healing. Yeah, you have this time to go card. Definitely time it's like time to commit to something here. This girl here, she's like in between two worlds, in a lot of ways. There is a card in this deck called Between Two Worlds, and that's not what I feel for you here, Pisces, but, I do feel that for some of you. It's kind of like it's time to make a decision on something in your life. As much as this could represent confusion and being spoiled for choice, I really feel like you are making a decision this month to, either start something new or to commit to a person here. If you're looking for love, could be someone from the past, not always true. Like I said, could be an earth sign, I feel. Could be a water sign as well. You have the Knight of Cups here. But this looks pretty good, Pisces. So thank you for watching and definitely enjoy your December.